I went to the app this morning, scrolled up, gone. TikTok is gone. It is out of here. Not sure how that's going to work out in the future, but right now, it's gone. I even snuck over because I'm nosy, a little bit nosy. I don't be telling people's business and I don't get involved, but I will take a sneak peek if you involve me, if you let me know. And I went on over to Red Apple. Oh Lord, you know you get in the hole when you start making up names. I remember when Facebook first came out, my dad was like, story time, something app. I don't know what he was calling Facebook for like the first 2 years. Now they metadata, all that stuff. But it was so funny. At the time, it was a joke for like 2 years. So I don't know how, I don't remember. But me and my brothers, we're very sarcastic. We're very playful. And we don't let things go forever. We're all older in our 40s and 50s. And we still joke about stuff like that. So, I don't know like what it was or whatever. Lord, every time I go to do this, there's always somebody that comes and pulls up right next to me. Like, and is staring at me. And I know they're not staring, but in my mind, as I'm recording in public spaces and places, they're staring right at me. And they're like peeking in my car like this. What you doing in there? What you talking about? Nobody cares. Nobody cares when we're recording. Most of y'all have caught on to that, not me. 7 years later, still, no one cares. Anyway, I'm all bundled up as usual. I've been saying that in my last couple of videos. And listen, it's funny. I was saying that because I used to announce I'm from Jersey. It's cold out here. Apparently, Florida and Georgia needs to bundle up. And y'all are all bundling up because of global warming. So everybody's bundling up. So I don't even need to announce why. But I'm all bundled up. And just like thinking like I didn't do a video to talk about I was going to say the empathy that I have for those, because I wasn't like, even though I was on TikTok, it took me so long to even get over there. I think the pandemic drew me over there. And then I was like moving for a minute, hot for a while. And I was just like, no, let me just focus on YouTube because that's where I started. And I've like had to start a new channel and I never stayed committed to that. And I'm all over the place. And I just wanted to like focus on certain platforms. So I didn't completely leave TikTok, but I never really grew on there and or started monetizing it. So it didn't hurt me in the same way that's hurting other people. And I hate to see other people hating and not caring about the fact that people are losing their income, as if to say like this isn't any different than a 9-to-5. Like if someone lost their 9-to-5 job, you would not be cheering and doing all stuff. And that's why I'm particularly using the word hate, which I haven't used in a while, because it's one thing like to not be interested in something or not, support something. It's another thing to wish it to go out of your way or to wish that something bad will happen to them or to it. That's hating. That's a little bit of hating. And I don't know why it is so much in our system. I used to think we only had like a few miserable people also in this world who would just like, find validation and like pointing out other people's flaws or just like bringing people down. And social media has taught me, oh no, there's a lot of trauma floating around here. And even if it's not trauma, there's so much inner work that needs to be done within ourselves that like, Lord, we don't even have any self-awareness of how we sound and look, and or social media has allowed us, because we have so many other people saying it's okay to like, use these excuses of like, well, they posted it. Well, well, what about you? Why are you reacting like that? Why are you so negative? I get that they posted, but what makes you feel that negativity is the solution? Okay, we're on a whole nother video. But this vlog is all about, wow, TikTok is gone. I do feel sorry for those who monetize. I kind of feel sorry for everybody as a whole, because it was a space, a gathering space for many people's traumas. And especially because you weren't like, I was just thinking about Mark and his comments, but I don't know where I'm gonna post this. But you weren't suppressed. Your content, it was sometimes, but they started working on it, but you weren't your content wasn't suppressed. That's not the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not coming. I want to say muzzled because I'm so desperate. But yeah, you're not being monitored or like punished for having different thoughts and beliefs. And sometimes people are over there race baiting, and then there's the fake social media outrage. It was just like so many other things, but overall, you know, people had the right to talk about what they wanted to talk about, as extreme as they were. Like, not extremists like doing extreme things to people or plotting and planning stuff. We, you know, not openly like that, but I'm talking about just like if they had extreme views compared to the norm, or extreme thoughts maybe that only a certain group of people have, they were allowed to talk about it, post about it, and talk about the other groups. And they all were able to like kind of like go back and forth and get it out their systems. So, I mean, it was more than that. It was community. And we always talk about building community on these apps, especially if you have like, I won't just say a business brand, even if you have a personal brand. You know, I have both, and really was good at building community. I feel like before all these apps became available, and then TikTok sort of brought that back. It just became more of just like, I don't know. I can't explain TikTok. I think other people can explain it better, so I'm not going to sit here and try to explain it, but I do feel bad as a whole, again, for content creators who lost their income, no matter what size, because listen, big or small, there are people over there relying on that income to live, and it's hard right now. Like, even if you work a 9 to 5, like, that's why I think they're hating or so mad. They don't realize, I get it that it's not as strenuous as like a lot of other jobs, but it's hard work, and it's not easy to build a community. It's not easy to they're not just throwing away and handing you money over there, you know. Like, you have to work hard for those views to consistently build a community. You have to be consistent, you have to record. And again, I'm not trying to compare it to like hard labor work, but it is a job. And I don't know why people still, I understand like a certain generation, but a lot of people still choose not to, just because they're not doing it. Understand like that it is work and it is a job, even though some people have attempted and failed at it. It's not easy to just get monetized to the point where it can sustain you, not just get monetized, because like it's not easy to get monetized. And so I just feel so bad. But all right, this is like feeling like sad, and I don't do sad videos. I mean, I have done the emotional roller coasters of an Aries. I don't even believe in all that. But yes, I am an Aries. I'm born in March 22nd. And so I do still feel bad. But I want to make this more positive. Let's see if we can end this on a positive note and say, hey, welcome to YouTube, because it's probably where I'm posting this. And if you came from TikTok and you're feeling sad and bad, join me on my YouTube channel. I'll make you happier. We talk about money management. And listen, that might be something you really need right now, some of you as content creators, and or if you're thinking about getting into this. So savings, money management, budgeting tips. I do a lot of like savings hauls, grocery hauls. You'll see me in the store doing stuff. But a lot more of my content on this new channel is focusing on budgeting and money management, because it's so important. Like, we're saving the money, but where is it going? So I'm taking the store, I'm like, oh, I remember I used to teach couponing. You're saving all this money, but are you really saving it? Are you technically sometimes overspending each month? Because I had to start understanding and growing and learning money management skills, basic. I always say I teach basic budgeting or indoor money management skills. Credit is not my thing. I'm still working on my own. That's kind of like one of my steps. I was going to say baby steps, because I was one of them Dave Ramsey kids from the past. Not anymore. Real past. 10, 15 years ago past. But I was going to say, like, it's one of my steps, one of my phases, and I'm not really in that phase now. My focal point now, well, I was past the emergency fund phase, but life been lifing, and I went through my emergency fund and I haven't built it back up. So like, I'm in different phases and I'm always teaching it. And then I've also taken classes. I almost got a certification. I might go back and finish it and just get that certification now, because I do have a business brand, Trendy Educational Services. And even though I bring in other experts and professionals and certified financial counselors and advisors and things like that, tax consultants, I still want to be as informed as a lot of them, and at least credentialed to some extent to maybe take on some basic money management classes. I know the budgeting I'll do regardless. And, you know, I just want to say welcome, guys. It is a shift and a change for all of us just in life. Look at the world. Look at the climate. Look at just everything, the economy. Seeing people for who they are. I know people on Reddit are talking about it. Us understanding like the wealth gap, and not just from a racial perspective, because I know I used to speak about the racial wealth gap, but just even understanding classism and like just how this country is built off the backs. And I think people knew it, but some people didn't. Then some of the newer generation, I see they're finding out, it's built off the backs of like it's workers, and like these big businesses and corporations are like making all this money. They don't care about you, but they're making decisions that affect you, even in politics. It's just because they're lobbyists. It's just so much. It's so much. It's so overwhelming. That's why we can't even handle it in this video. All right, I'm going to end this video. Welcome to YouTube, as if I'm just some big YouTuber that I've been here forever. Well, I have been on my other channel. Inconsistent, but there forever. Not really. I was there, I think I started my YouTube channel in 2016. And when it started growing, I didn't understand the power of that, and just it flopped in between ever since then, because I was so inconsistent and trying to do so many things like I'm still doing now. But I want to welcome you guys over here to YouTube, to my channel. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let's build community. Let's make friends. Let's not just say follow for follow. No, that's not what we're doing. That's not what this video is about. When I said come over to my channel, let's build community, make friends. Let's make genuine connections, genuine friendships. Follow who you want to follow from that. And that includes me. And then, or subscribe. It's subscribe over here. I'm talking about follow. Subscribe, and you know, I'll see you in the next video. Don't run yet. Well, at least not until you like this video and subscribe to this channel. That way you can come back if your nerves is bad right now. I know you and your attention span. All right, you can subscribe now. I'll wait. I was living check to check and growing deeper in debt as somebody who was a full-time worker. Now I understand things are different because I'm an entrepreneur. But I was promised a certain amount of money every 2 weeks as a full-time teacher. And it was pretty good money, especially having no kids. And I just did not understand how to manage my finances. So I had to learn how to do more with less. And I believe God humbled me. I'm not sure if he was all involved in that or just allowed me to be a fool, because most of the decision-making, or the poor financial decision-making, was on me. And so I do believe that everything happens for a reason, and it is why I'm here today to help you. So go ahead, drop down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this video. Add your commentary, drop your questions, communicate with me, each other. Let's build a community here, and I will see you in the next video. Happy planning.